Hello, 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 hello. Let me know if you can hear me well. Let me try to get my background in. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. Periscope, thank you for the thumbs up coming in on YouTube. Hold on, let me adjust this. Get it up. Yep, just a little higher. Periscope, just know that I won't be on Periscope long. Got you all coming in. Thanks for the heart up. My battery life is a little low. So when it gets below 10%, I'll let you all know. Right. And you can switch over to my YouTube. But let's get right into this. Hello, hello, Scope. What's going on? Thank you for the digital love. Thank you for the hearts. YouTube, come in. Let me share this on Facebook. Can I share this on Facebook? Real quick, finally got some things set up. New desktop in. So thank you for the digital love on Facebook. Hey Lee, how are you? How are you? I got everybody coming in. Periscope, you didn't have to log off right now. I told you can switch over later. But my battery is low. So let me share this on Facebook. And then we'll get right into the topic. All right, now they're coming back in on the scope. Everyone, let me know if the sound and everything is good. YouTube, let me know if the sound is good. Make sure nothing is blurry. I just shared on Facebook. Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone doing? I think I took a little mini vacation of going live. I didn't go live on yesterday. Thank you for the digital love, Facebook. But we're going to dive right into the topic. It's been raining here in Mississippi pretty much all day. So I just really woke up from a nap, right? So let's dive right into the topic. And today is Sunday, so we'll have a little bit of credit church going on as well. Have some scriptures in the background. Let me know how that is. Nice water. So let me erase all of this about silver. Just know that ratio is still high on silver. I'll leave these two scriptures, the main scriptures today. One of my favorite scriptures when it comes to prosperity comes from 2 Kings chapter 4, when the widow woman, right? When the widow woman followed the advice of the prophet Elijah, and she turned her house into a corporation, right? Or she turned her house into a business. And I think that's something. Good evening, everyone. A lot of people you don't think to do, or we don't do, but hey, everyone is in quarantine behavior, so why not make money right outside of your house? So that's one of my favorite scriptures of 2 Kings chapter 4 in the Bible. Today we'll just say it's credit church, how she turned her home base, or she turned her home into a business, right? How she turned her home into the business. So I'm really gonna break down the tax benefits of that, along with the income producing benefits. Hello, Tamika. Hello, Tamika Johnson. The income producing benefits as well. Let me turn this just a little bit. The income producing benefits that you can receive. Let me tell you all something. I love credit repair. Facebook, make sure you all like and you share. I love credit repair. But when I get a deposit, right? Thank you to make everybody hit the like. But when I get a deposit on a daily basis from my home-based business, with no work, it feels much better than me having to go through a client's profile, credit profile, and, manually doing the work myself. One of my best quotes that I love to share is by John D. Rockefeller, right? I would rather earn 1% interest off of the efforts of 100 people than earn 100% interest from the efforts of my own. So yeah, YouTube, hit that thumbs up, because YouTube love the algorithm. We get more people in. Periscope, you can hop over to YouTube if you're watching this live, because I know my battery is low on my Periscope platform. And it helps you all to see the board at the correct angle. So another scripture that I want to add to Credit Church is Ecclesiastes 7:12, right? Ecclesiastes 7:12. All right, so Ecclesiastes 7:12 says, money is a defense. Someone said, preach. Oh my God. I don't know. Facebook doesn't like it when I really kind of put some things out there about what the church should be teaching about money management. You just can't throw money in the offering plate or tithe and have the prosperity gospel, right? If people are not taught economic empowerment, they're not taught savings, or they're not taught investment, right? Then, and what we're about to teach right now is tax strategies, right? Tax strategies, which is also in the Bible, because God says, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, right? But give to God what belongs to God as well. Let me say that again. The Bible does says to give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. He did say give taxes, but some of you are overpaying in taxes. I'm gonna break it down. And give to God what belongs to God. So Ecclesiastes 7:12, money is a defense. If you all know me, or you've been following me for a certain amount of time, you also know that I coach basketball as well, right? And so when your strategy for offense is differently than your defensive strategy, your defensive rotation. So you are trying to stop or prevent something, right? When it comes to defense, I have a bishop on. Bishop said he agree. Bishop Jeffrey, thank you for joining in on YouTube. He said he agreed. And defensively, you are trying to stop the attack. You are trying to stop the opposing team from scoring. And right now, I'm giving you a defensive plan that's going to prepare you for this global recession / depression that many people say is going to be a depression that we are entering. So 5G, I don't know. I really, well, cryptocurrency and stocks are not the same. That's number one. 5G, cryptocurrency and stocks are not the same. But I will say this, since you asked about stocks, 5G in the middle, I thought that my silver stacking report, actually, there is another version of Ecclesiastes 7:12 that says silver is a defense and wisdom is the defense. It specifically says silver, right? We know silver is both monetary and industrial use as well, physical silver. And to my silver stacking report, I will add stocks, mining stocks. There are some good mining stocks that pay great dividend as well. So if you cannot have access to the physical silver or gold, then when you get this silver stacking report that I'm going to update this week, it will have mining stocks as well. So can you invest in silver stocks on Robinhood? Yes, you can. Silver mining stocks, or mining stocks, as well as gold mining stocks as well, right? Very affordable dividend paying stocks there on Robinhood. So let's talk about defense, how to get you prepared defensively, right, for this recession. So we're going to talk about income shifting and income splitting, one of the greatest single wealth building strategies. Like, for instance, did you all know that you can hire if you are married, your spouse in your business, right? Now, there are some strategies in that you have to take out the Social Security, right, for your spouse, but you can hire your spouse in your business. If you are married and your business is sole proprietor, or a LLC, limited liability corporation, some people say company, hire your spouse. And if you're not married, from a regular corporation, and have the corporation approved in the minutes, right? Self-insured and medical benefits plans are drafted. So those are one thing. Also, you can hire your children under the age of 17 in your business as well. Exactly through the home-based business that I am partnership with, and that I highly believe in, because it's also has credit improvement and enhancement strategy to it, right? So when I say money is a defense, what you need to do now in order to set up your defensive strategy is to know what are essential bills and debts to pay, and what are unessential bills and debt to pay. But I'm going to show you the first defense you need to do is to get more money out of your paycheck. That's the first defense you need to do. Get more money out of your paycheck. You can also hire your children under 17. So a lot of grocery pricing is increasing now, right? Have you a part of this home-based business? These can be business tax deductions for you if your children help you work from home in this business. So you have to list the duties performed, of course, the volume of work, the type and amount of their responsibility, if they do bookkeeping, for example, if they in their pay history, the date they work, and description of the task performed and the hours that they worked as well. But you can hire your kids in your home-based business. And one of the things that you may want to document, like this would be an example of how you would document hiring your kids in the business. So let's say it's Monday, and today's date's the 19th, so it's the 4th, 20th, 2020. Some of the duties that you might want to list is they sorted files, right? Sorted files can be a simple task that you document. Maybe they made 3.5-inch cards. Maybe you need to sort how many people had joined you in the business, right? Or then maybe Tuesday they come. You can document 4/21st, clean office, took out trash, right? Oh, put it in there. Maybe they took out the trash in the office. These are some duties. Address made brochures for you and your business. Depends on how you want to market, how you want to advertise. You keep these daily tasks, as for your business documentation that your children or child under the age of 7 to 17 is assisting and helping you in your home-based business. Maybe they arrange business files for you, right? Maybe they recorded bookkeeping email addresses. So these are just some ways that are tasks that your child or children can do in the business to help you build your business. So with that being said, and Periscope, my battery is getting low, so you all probably want to hop on to YouTube. Other things you can do is have deductions from your vehicle, right? So let's say you have car number 1. These are all things that you can only get through a home-based business, right? And so maybe the total miles for your business or business miles that you can claim in totality is 22,000. All right. So you have total for the year. A total the year of mileage that you can claim is 24,000. This puts you at 92%. Right? 92%. The total you can claim for the year is 94,000. So this is the business use percentage is at 92%. So now you have gas and oil. See, people, if you don't have a home-based business, and that's why I educate people about joining my home-based business. Yes, you're going to get the money max. I'm going to break down how it's going to save in taxes after this, but you get all of these tax deductions and excluding your utility bill, portion of utility bills within the home, square footage of the office space that you use to conduct business. This is my square footage room that I use, right, as a tax write-off, and cell phone bills as well, right? You can't write off cable, but cell phone bills. So let's look at gas and oil. Let's say it's about $4,992 for your gas and your oil expenses. Listen at this, insurance. YouTube, I need you all to hit those thumbs up. I only have 50% of people that have hit the thumbs up button. Insurance, let's say $1,200, right? $1,200 for your insurance, repairs and maintenance. All right, let's say repairs and maintenance is at $1,200 as well, right? $1,200 as well. Look at the next category. A lot of people don't get or don't know that you're losing. And that's why I say you can't properly budget if you're losing all of this money that you can gain through a home-based business. How can, and that's where most of, right, before, and you got all of this money, thousands that you're losing in forms of taxes, and people try to budget first before looking at the tax bracket. Thank you, Facebook for the digital love. YouTube, hit those thumbs up. So you got taxes and license, let's say, or tags and license. Let's say this is $150 that you get your tax write-off for. All right, next category, tags and licenses. Look at this, wash and wax, right? Got to keep the maintenance. And you also get depreciation costs as well. So you got wash and wax, $230. Let's say you get $230. And other, let's look at other. Let's just say it's $50. All right, this is just for vehicle number one. You can do this for up to 3 vehicles, people. So your total operating expenses will be $7,192. $96. Your total operating expenses just for that one car, for car one, $7,196. Your business total depreciation just for this vehicle just for this one, not two. I haven't even went to 2 and 3, but $9,200. $9,200. Your business total depreciation to bring your total deductions to $16,392. $16,392. And that's why my saying is you can't budget broke. I'm going to say that again. You cannot budget broke. You have to know how. And I could go to a vehicle 2 and break this down if you have more than one vehicle, or vehicle 3. In order to get out of credits with having a home-based business, do you have to make something your business? Well, the home-based business that I promote and that teaches these strategies is MWR Financial. So I don't teach a make it or do it yourself product. I go with the done for you product, right? I don't teach a do it yourself type product. It's already a done for you product. I don't want to reinvent the wheel or start from scratch, because I firmly believe too, and this is not even if you're leasing a vehicle. I haven't gotten into the leasing a vehicle, or if you have an SUV, a truck over 7,500 pounds. But we are in a recession. I believe that you should have a recession-proof business, right? There are many workers right now who are not considered essential, right? And they're furloughed or their hours have been reduced on their jobs as a result. So you need to make sure you have an essential business for these times. And with FICO 10 coming, that's why I highly recommend MWR Financial. But these are just the tax benefits that people get. So let's look at the paycheck. Then we're going to look at mortgage. This is how you set up your defense. See, in offensively, you're always thinking about spending. You're not thinking about defense of saving more of the money that you keep. So let's break down the paycheck, teaching you not only how to manage money, but to make more of the money that you keep. So the very first thing that's done once you enroll with me in this partnership business of MWR Financial is they analyze IRS certified consultants, your paycheck and your previous 2-year tax return to see how they can adjust your W-4 and how much money you will be bringing home monthly. Yes, even if you're not making money in the business, you still get these credit for the business. That's a great question. And most people don't understand that initial investment for $229 to be a financial director in the business, you get that back once you do the paycheck checkup and the W-4 wealth. YouTube, I need you all to hit those thumbs up. Facebook, hit like and hit share. Periscope, swipe right. Give me some digital hearts as well. So let's look at if you have an income of $30,000 a year, right? $30,000 a year. Now, you are taxed 6.2%, right? Out of that $30,000 a year. Now, Mississippi, we also have state taxes as well. Florida and Texas do not have the state taxes, but in Mississippi, we do. So in Mississippi, this would be $1,806, the 6.2. Now the state would be $435, right? $435. So if this person, in order to maximize their income, and a lot of people just need an additional $200 to $300 out of their paycheck every month to not go into bankruptcy, right? To not file bankruptcy. So this person, because this doesn't work for state taxes, right? It doesn't work for state taxes, just for your federal tax. I know I'm turning my back, so let me try to make sure. But this person can save up to $150 a month, right? You divide that by 12. That's 6.2% of their paycheck, $150 a month, right? Okay, 5G, we'll get to that, and I will get to stocks and everything at the end of this video and cryptocurrency, so you all stay tuned to the end. So let's say you made, for some reason people think taxes is boring. I don't see how saving more of the money that you make is a boring topic. because this is what you're not taught in school, along with credit. So if you have 6.2% taxes coming out of your paycheck and you have bad credit with high interest rates, being anything financed in double digits, how do you expect to stop living paycheck to paycheck? Oh, like there are 50% of Americans who do not have $400 in savings. So how can you expect to stop living paycheck to paycheck? So let's say you make $50,000 a year. Your gross is $50,000. At 6.2%, $50,000 is $3,100 a year, or $3,100 annually. This would be an additional $258 if we can reduce this and 33 cents out of your paycheck, whether you get paid, whether it's broken down to weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Because what happens is you're taking, in a sense, your social security number, that's 7-digit, and you're converting it from now you're just an employee to entrepreneur. I think I said entrepreneur. So now you're under this umbrella. And now you get an EIN, or you get under the umbrella of having the same thing as an EIN or a tax ID number. So you're converting this. And now you are the corporation operating under your Social Security, but now you have the same tax deduction because now you're converting yourself from your corporation of your social to a business corporation. And now you get taxed less, right? Now you get taxed less. So then this is where the cash flow quadrant comes in, right? But anyway, let's say your salary is even more than $150,000. Let's say you're at $150,000 salary gross a year. At 6.2%, that's $9,100 a year. $9,100 a year coming out of your taxes, right? Periscope, my battery's getting low. I'm at 5%. So join me on YouTube. Let me log off after I do this. So this is $758 a month up to, and we actually have people in our private group on YouTube, right, that have increased their paycheck up to $800 a month, right? Up to $800 a month. So this is up to $750 a month by making that move, by making those defensive moves, by making those strategies. Bring this down. So 5G says strippers can become millionaires if they start an online business. Well, they definitely get some tax deductions. I know that 5G. So we're looking at, and it's not even discussing the home base, your house. Let's look at the house. Oh, I said, Periscope, join me on YouTube. I'm sorry, I thought I was gonna log off. My battery is low, so I don't want to lose anything. So Periscope, join me on YouTube. Queen of Credit, right? Queen of Credit. All right, let me log off on YouTube. Cut this off. Put that on the charger tonight. All right, so let's look at your mortgage interest. Let's say when dealing with your mortgage interest, 10,000. Let's say $10,041, right? $10,041. Or just do it this way to make my math a little easy. $10,401. And you do pay mortgage interest in your escrow. And let me say this, because of my good credit rating, I was able to get my mortgage interest, I saved $1,000 a year. I changed with another mortgage company. When my credit score went to 823, $1,000 less a year off of my mortgage interest. That's just the power of good credit, and why people need more than ever to have over a 750 credit score, right? So let's say you got real estate taxes. Let's say that's $947,000. All right, utilities. It's the kicker. Utilities. Let's make utilities at $1,704. $1,704. So then you have homeowners insurance. Homeowners insurance. $310. Right, $310 for homeowners insurance. General repairs, maintenance, upkeep of your home, general repairs. Let's say $310. We're gonna make that the same as let's just change, because that's homeowners insurance, $600. General repairs in your home, say $600, right? Pest control. I don't spend a lot of money in pest control. Fortunately, I can just go to Home Depot, give me some I forgot the name of it. But anyway, I don't have to spend a lot. But some people do. Repairs to your office, and we're gonna make pest control $400. All right, repairs to the office, $200. Yvonne, why am I emailing you, Yvonne? You can email me. That you'll probably get results quicker with that. Depreciation and furniture. Did you all know this? Depreciation furniture, $1,806. And these are things that maybe your tax professional doesn't even do. Know about the tax laws, about the deductions allocated to you. And you as a home-based business owner need to be educated upon and know. Depreciation of your home depreciating $2,545. So not only do you get your vehicle depreciation, you get home depreciation as well. So as 𝒲𝒽𝑒𝓾𝑒 teaches, your home is an asset. It's a liability. It's not an asset because it takes money out of your pocket. But these are ways to flip the script and be on the defense and get some of that money back by being a home buyer into your pockets. And so this is the part that people need to understand about the home-based business. And let's say, for example, Mary, right? Mary runs a home-based business for 12 hours a day, 5 days a week out of her house, right? The fractional portion of her home expenses, including interest, taxes, utilities, repairs, depreciation, can be deducted from her tax return. So she does this for 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, 50 weeks out of the year. Now she can run, so that means she can run this for 3,000 hours total a year, 3,000 hours total a year. She uses, or I'm using, or Mary, or whoever, or John, or Joe, or Lee, or whoever. Nadia B says she will open as an LLC and do what? What would you do with your LLC, Nadia B? But 3,000 hours a year and uses 1,200 square feet at her home, right, for her office space. All of that square footage times the hours will equal $2,569. So this is how you make your home more of an asset if you want to be a home buyer and not just a liability. Find ways to put more money into your pocket. It depends on how many also invested into the company. What company are you talking about? Let me read. Let me go back 5G. Nothing got fixed. Nothing got fixed in the 2008 housing crash. They basically put a bandage. Yeah, they went from subprime loans to non-prime loans. Same thing. Just put a bandage, change the name, change the title in 2008. Right? Solomon says, is it a good time to refinance? They're making it harder to refinance, Solomon. If you don't mind sharing, what are your interest rates now? Because you do understand in refinancing, there are refinancing fees involved in that as well. So you have to weigh that balance. What's going to be your cost to refinance? Jesus says, when you start off your business, do you recommend Jesus, when people start, and that's the difference between just going on a limb and starting your own business from scratch versus already being under a business entity that has this set up where you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Because even if you, for example, start your own business and you don't have a good storage or a good way to keep up your bookkeeping, and then you're audited, for example, then because with this business, you get an app and it keeps all of your bookkeeping in the cloud. So a lot of people, this is the money they miss, at a home-based business, and they don't understand that they're supposed to get their benefits. They just look at a business from an offensive perspective of how much money can I make, right? And is your business idea right now on demand, right? Is your business idea right now on demand? Is it recession ready? Because credit repair in the month of July, 40 million American credit scores are going to drop. For the people that do have essential jobs, some of them have their paychecks have been discounted. I give a testimony. This person told me they got a 20% decrease. Their hours have been reduced, right? Because you all do understand that when businesses reduce your hours to 32 hours or less, there are certain benefits they don't have to pay you. So they're saving on their part. Solemn asking me online, is this a good time to refinance? That's like an open-ended question. I guess you have to look at how much you're going to save in refinancing and how much cash is going to cost you out of pocket to do that. What are your refinancing fees? And some other things I would consider during this time is, do I have a recession-proof job? Right? Meaning that if I have to pay $5,000 or $6,000 to refinance at this time, and that's going to take $5,000 or $6,000 that maybe I had in savings, right? Then is it really worth that cost? Because there are ways to pay down your mortgage earlier in 7 to 10 years or in 5 to 7 years and attack the interest rate. And it's called velocity banking. So Google velocity banking. And if you have a good credit card at 0% interest rate or very low interest rates, then you can use a credit card attacking your house strategy and pay down your debt much quicker. And then you can use that $5,000 or $6,000, right? And attack it toward the mortgage. All right, Reggie Carter said, I'm so happy and blessed to have recession-proof business. Helping people improve their financial literacy has been a blessing. Good deal, Reggie. Jesus says, thank you. It depends on how many people also invest in the company. Okay, I got you. When you start off your home-based business, what do you recommend? So, sole proprietor LLC. Did you all know, for example, is if you want to invest in real estate, it's not a big deal to open a LLC until you get like your fifth or sixth property, because it's limited liability. Is not going to really protect you in a lawsuit situation, right? So then you get insurance under yourself if you want to invest in real estate versus having an LLC in that property name. Because a good attorney can eat that LLC up all day. So you have your protective insurance in place as a landlord for your legal protection. So sole proprietor, if you're not doing this home-based business, now this is the difference. Say someone go out on their own and they want to do their own business, right? During this time, maybe it's plumbing, maybe it's electrical work, I don't know. And they operate as a sole proprietor, they will get taxed higher. So in their case, they may want to have an LLC, right? And then it all depends on what your business is. If you're doing real estate, then LLC won't protect you against the lawsuit, right? They have a good attorney, right? Reggie, please, let me block you off Facebook. I don't need to know what you're doing. So glad you're doing that, but we don't need to know the name of that. So block that comment. And so, go live and build your own platform, and you can promote that on Reggie, or I just, block you out together. So go ahead, 5G. Yeah. And so then you have to really know what you want to do. You really have to know what's your strategy. Now, under MWR, for example, if you already have a home-based business, then it's really no need to do a sole proprietor. To do an LLC or anything like that, because you're already on this business umbrella and you're not liable for any lawsuits or anything like that. But if you're doing your own business, and as Robert Kiyosaki teaches, the Cashflow quadrant, this is where the sole proprietor would be. Specialist, sole proprietor, specialist, etc., etc. On your own, you're getting taxed here 60%. Your doctors, your lawyers, all of these, your solo, right? Employees, paycheck 40%. So these are the difference. Now, if you get a big business, which is 500 plus employees, you can get taxed. Or if you're Amazon, even less than that, 0%, but 20% or lower. Investors can get taxed at 0%, depending on what you're investing in. I'm not talking about investments in crypto or stocks or that get capital gains, because your capital gains investment is taxed just like in employees, which is can be anywhere on capital gains from 15 to 30%. If you're making capital gains income, like trading stocks or trading Forex or something like that. So if you're already under this home-based business umbrella, you can just operate under their auspices. You get over 475 business tax deductions. So I hope I answered that question with that. So the offense, this is how you build your defense. 2 Kings chapter 4, the widow woman was in debt, and she used her sons to build a home-based business versus having her sons to work for someone else to pay off her debt. See, when you get in bad debt, meaning you owe someone else, you are enslaved. Let me show you all this real quick. You can become a slave to debt. And just know that even when you put your money in stocks, you have no control. See, a lot of people want a quick, rich, quick opportunity. You have no control over stocks and over the stock market, right? But there is money to be gained, but you have to look at what you're taxed. See, this, I don't know. Okay, it says January 2019. Due date. This was 2018. This is an old notebook that I found of my credit cards, the balances, the credit limits. You know, I have here transfer fee on one card was $145, 0% interest, January 2019. All of this information. See, this is when I was using credit cards in 2018 to get liabilities, right? This is when I was using credit card, purchasing things that are going to put money into my pocket. And the rule that I have for my credit cards is I never exceed the balances on them. I only use them to invest. That's number one. I set up my credit cards on crypto.com, even for my cryptocurrencies and my altcoins. So I always use them to invest. And number two, I never allow the balances on them get higher than the actual money I have to pay the balance off in full if I wanted to in my account. So you can use credit as a tool and as a leverage to get richer in this recession, along with the home-based business. So this is how you're on the defense, people. Now, if you want to do cryptocurrency, stocks, trading, that's an offensive strategy. But I tell people all the time, if that's what you're going to do, you should have enough money to have your mortgage and or your rent paid in full up to December, already saved and stashed up. You should already have a reserve in that. Now, if you don't have that much money reserved and saved for that, again, like I mentioned, 50% Americans don't have didn't have $400 saving. What you need to invest in then, besides a home-based business and stacking your cash till you get to the point where you can invest. David Dolph, I just saw that, does MWR Financial Home-Based Biz have to be registered licensed in your city? No, but it's registered and licensed in all 50 states. So that's a good question as well. So now we know that cash is the lowest yielding asset there is, right? It's the lowest yielding asset in the entire world, but cash is what makes the world go round, is what can be accepted as payment, but you can also use credit cards and reserve as well. So if your credit score is not at a 750, I would aggressively invest in building my credit score and getting good credit cards with credit unions like Navy Fed and Penn Fed for emergency situations. Because if you are living paycheck to paycheck up to this recession, right, nothing miraculously is going to happen to get you out of that unless you win a lawsuit or something like that. If you didn't have the money up to April to say $400, what you have to do now, analyze your credit score, look at what high interest loans you have coming out of your credit, get your credit score because that eats up your cash flow as well. Improve your credit score and invest in a low income, high return, recession proof business. And what I mean by that is this investment is under $250. It's $229. If you go out and try to start a business on your own and you don't know all the breakdowns of your tax saving, if you don't know how to, if you have a job, adjust your W-4. Many people don't know how to adjust their W-4. The 2020 W-4 is totally different than 2019. And many people are losing money there. In some states, it costs $150 always to $200 to $500 just to incorporate. If you want to have an LLC or sole proprietor, a LLC or an S Corp. So these are questions you should be asking and inquiring of yourself. So if you didn't have $400 to save, then your strategy is to get it in a low investment, recession-proof business opportunity like I'm presenting to you, that you can get your credit fixed at the same time. They have a credit month-to-month program that comes with that and the Money Max program. So some people ask, well, what's the difference between my credit and this month-to-month? And that's a very simple answer. My credit consulting services are faster. And it's really for the people that have charge-offs, a lot of collections, inquiries. It's a faster result. Some people don't have, they may have 1 or 2 collections, 3 collections. This one charge-off. You know, those credit profiles that have 5 or less negative items will be a great fit. Also, when you do the credit analysis and audit with me for a small investment of $75, you also get one-on-one access to me. I don't take just phone call from people just to talk on the phone. If you haven't invested any equity in my business, then I don't answer any of your questions. I come live. I sometimes answer questions if you are taking the time to follow me and follow my videos. But if it's a question that I would answer for someone else for a consulting fee, then I won't answer that line, right? And sometimes people give me super chats and things like that, maybe to answer a question. But in order to get the results you want, you're going to have to invest. The first thing you need to invest is in yourself and in your tax strategy planning, because you can't budget broke. And I say that all over and over again. People are trying to budget and they don't look at the number one thing that's stealing their wealth, which is taxes. 1/3 of your income is taken away in taxes. And so you might say, well, I don't have my job anymore. With the Money Max W-4 Wealth work for me? It sure will, because you have other people that have jobs that need more income coming in. Groceries and gases are predicted to increase beginning in May, as well as James said, being that FICO 10 is upon us, we still fix someone credit. I'm still fixing credit. I had to take 2 mental days off from fixing credit. I got one right now that's, ready to go. I just did before I went live, took a nap. So yeah, that's why I said credit is so recession proof, because at all times, you still gonna have people that's employed. You still want to take people that want to take advantage of low interest rates. And you have people that's saying, hey, I'm losing money because I have bad high finance items, whether it's a credit card or a vehicle. And then you have people that need credit cards for emergencies. People are using credit cards now more than ever as a substitute for their income, because they have lost income or they're temporarily waiting on their unemployment to kick in, right? And so people are using credit card as an essential. You know that thing that Dave Ramsey tells you how to cut up? Well, now people are using them just for their livelihood, just to survive, for emergencies, to make groceries, right? And there are ways to, use your credit cards to actually pay your rent or your mortgage. And people are using them for those purposes. Do you believe we will get another stimulus check? I don't think we will, simply because local states right now are already saying that they have about 10 weeks of unemployment left in the budget, and they will be out of money to pay these millions of Americans unemployment. So, and honestly, I didn't get a stimulus check anyway. I didn't qualify, right? But with groceries prices increasing and everything, how long would that last you? You're going to have to do something for yourself to boost your financial situation. So I wouldn't myself personally be trying to build a boat in the middle of a storm, meaning that, unless you already got the years experience and everything behind you, and you want to invest in having an S corporation or LLC, then by means go ahead and build your own business. Do that, but just make sure it's recession proof. But if you can already tap into the business that have this system set up, and you get 50% profit, meaning that if you get other people who want to be financial directors, you get $50 when they enroll off of each person. They may say, I don't want to build a business or be a business owner, but I want to be a customer only. That's only $80 for them to be a customer. They might want to get their W-4 analyzed. They want the tax benefits. They want the credit assistance. And they want the debt elimination plan. They invest in it for $80 a month. You get $40. And then if you get 7 or more customers, it's $10 every month of residual income. I'm at the point where I'm getting $600 of residual income, because it's 10 different ways to get paid in this company. And all of this once you enroll, and you send me a friend request on Facebook, and you get in the private Facebook group. But you also get daily pays. So I'm at $20 a day daily pay, right? So that's what I recommend. Jesus, I'm going to say maybe supposedly the Democrats and Mitch McCullough have something in principle right now. Yeah, but you know politics, you may. I just, some people got their stimulus check 3 days ago and it's already gone. I mean, how long would that last? How long would that last you? And I'm not saying that tax changes are going to result as a stimulus check, because the government has no money. You all do understand that we're over $25 trillion in debt. The feds have no money. What you are getting back is your money. And they're going to make sure that you labor and work to replenish that. So there are going to be some tax changes within the next couple of months, because that money has to be replaced. Have you ever asked, if we are currently over $24 trillion in debt, where is that money coming from? It's your money. They're broke. They have no money. So you're going to be taxed. Tax changes are coming. I'm not saying we're a tax on that money right now. Tax changes are coming. And some of you all won't have tax deductions to claim. And prices increases are going to come, right? Once those stimulus packages go up, you're going to slowly see prices increasing in groceries and gas. Soon as the economy open, people are traveling more. You're going to see gas increasing. And that just doesn't have anything to do with them increasing prices. It also has something to do with OPEC. Saudi Arabia and Russia decided to cut like 10% of their oil production. So when you cut oil production, Then gas, as long as your electrical prices are going to increase as well. So yeah, nothing is free. Nothing is free. Hey, I'm signing off, you all. I got to get more to credit. If you want a credit audit, go to my website, www.𝒤𝓾𝓒𝒾𝓉.com. As I stated earlier, that gives you an opportunity for one-on-one consultation with me, whether that's via email, text, right? Other than that, if you just send me a message other than what can I do to get started, then I'm not obligated to respond and just answer questions to help you financially for free. I do that as much as I can on my live stream. I give my time devoted to that. Also, my silver stacking report is going to change from just, I'm going to rename it to stacking silver stones and stocks. I'm going to include a stock portion of that. So right now it's showing on my website the price of $25. That price will increase because I'm also going to include mining stocks, because physical silver is not available right now. Remember, everything in this economy is about supply and demand. Once you have limited supply, things become more valuable and prices increase. It's all about supply and demand. The physical supply of silver is not available right now. Silver is expected to make a big return on the investment. For the cost that it is, you can get it for under $25, but it's not available to get. So your next best thing is to know what silver stocks. They're paying good dividends as well. I saw one that even is at over 7% dividend if it holds to that. So I'm going to make a change in that. Those are upcoming changing, and yeah, it's going to be called Silver Stacking Stones and Stocks Report. Yeah, a lot of S in that. Silver Stacking Stones and Stocks Report. And that's just because I've decided that I was going to add that. Silver stocks. Because a lot of people were saying that they could not get physical silver anywhere online or even locally. So cryptocurrency people, if you have about $7,200 to invest in Bitcoin, then also have enough in your reserves where you can pay your rent or mortgage up to December, up to a year. Have those things in place first. In the event that whatever way that you are receiving income, if it's cut off, you at least have a roof over your head for the upcoming year. You have groceries, maybe seeds if you have land to plant your own food. A lot of product, chain stores now are out of stock of shipment of a lot of foods and items, right? And so, yeah, that's my advice, because a lot of people want to, look for the Bitcoin move and the altcoins, and you can get some of the lower altcoins, but just know some of these altcoins will not produce what people think they will produce once, Bitcoin take off. So you really have to know what you're putting your money into and make sure you have cash reserves up to December, at least for the rest of the year, before you look at a $7,000 Bitcoin investment or shares of Bitcoin. Even with stocks, if you want to do dividend stocks, make sure that you are in a position where your money can uphold that for the rest of the year. Your money can be, put in that, and you can live in case that your main income right now is taken away. Those are some things you should be looking at. Like I said, I never max out my credit cards higher than the amount that I have in my credit union's account, right, to pay them off if need be. Most of my credit cards right now have balances, but they are tied into assets and investing that can bring me a greater rate of return. But if I wanted to wake up tomorrow morning and pay those balances down, I have the money in my credit union account to do that. I took it all out of banks, because credit unions during time of recession, they loan more and they give more, and you get better benefits because they are members and they don't operate under the same rules and guidelines as banks. So hey, I'm signing off, you all. I'll probably be out, and I think I'm at 9 point on my Facebook, 9,000 and I don't know, 900 something subscribers. So make sure you subscribe. In other words, I'm a couple of hundred people from being at 10K, 10,000 subscribers. So thank you all for coming in, hitting those thumbs up, right? And just, be knowledgeable. Thank you, Quick Johnson. He just subscribed to that. So make sure that you're not just coming in, right? Because it takes my time and my energy to give you this knowledge. And I could just not live stream, but I'm kind of getting a lot of messages. Okay. And so just take the time to pay the cost of gaining financial education. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And I thank you all so much. Thank you, Life Media Pro. You all have a great, great night. Queen of Credit out. Here's to your peace and prosperity, your credit and your cash flow, and your health and your wealth.